Most of us just don't get enough vitamin D. We're not in the sun. We don't get a lot from food, right? The sun is the major source. And especially if you're older, you have darker skin, it's really important for you to make sure you're getting ample amounts of vitamin D. Now, what are some other things that are involved in vitamin D absorption and its activation, things that might be important to have alongside it, right? Well, we have a few players here. We have vitamin D, D3, the other one that comes from animals, we talk about when we take it. We have magnesium, we have vitamin K2, and we have B vitamins. So how does all this kind of interplay in terms of vitamin D? Well, we know that vitamin D helps to maintain homeostasis between calcium and phosphorus, and so helps to support bone health, right? Now, if we're gonna support bone health and immunity and the health of our skin and hormone production and mood and all these sorts of great things that vitamin D do, we have to make sure that we're properly absorbing it and we're taking things that are required for its activation. Okay, so magnesium is required for vitamin D activation. It's also required for vitamin D metabolism. Okay, so those make for two good things to be having, at least if you're not getting enough from food. We're going to talk about one food that has all of these things at the end. Okay, spoiler alert, it's salmon. But if you guys don't care about the rest. But we have magnesium with vitamin D, right? Vitamin K2, now you got to remember vitamin D promotes the transport and absorption of calcium. We want to make sure that calcium doesn't go into soft tissues, into things like our arterial walls, making them all hard and stiff, and that would obviously not be a good thing. We want the calcium to go into our bones. And so having vitamin K2 or menaquinone with the vitamin D3 can help to make sure that that happens, right? So we have vitamin D, we have K2, we have magnesium, and then B vitamins support the absorption, namely B6, of magnesium, right? So these are all things that work synergistically and would be good to have together. Now, how much if you're gonna supplement with them? Well, in terms of your K2, micrograms of vitamin K2 to 25 micrograms of D3. Okay, so about 80% more vitamin K2. When it comes to how much magnesium per the amount of vitamin D, it would be 1,000 IU of vitamin D for every 100 milligrams of magnesium. Okay, so what is 1,000 IU in micrograms in vitamin D? Again, micrograms, well, it's a quarter and then you take off a zero, so it's 25 micrograms is 1,000 IU vitamin D. So 25 micrograms vitamin D3 for 100 milligrams, for every 100 milligrams of magnesium, right? And when it comes to the B vitamins, typically we get enough B vitamins from food. We don't really need to supplement with them. You find a lot in meat, fish, poultry, nuts and seeds, leafy greens, even milk, things of that nature. But what is one food that contains all of these, and what does this food also have? Well, it's salmon, right? Salmon has, it's like maybe the natural richest source in terms of food, which food sources vitamin D3 are relatively scarce. We like to get it from the sun, but it's probably the highest source in vitamin D3, right? You can look that up. I know it's at least up there. It has a decent amount of menaquinone too, K2. It has magnesium, right? And it has all the B vitamins, right? So just a stellar combo, and it's funny how all this stuff is combined naturally in food, and these vitamins and minerals, they play all these roles in working synergistically to make sure things are absorbed, they're activated, and all this, right? So if you just eat healthy and you eat whole foods from nature, you eat something like salmon, you don't even have to know any of this, right? You don't even have to know these pathways or anything like that. It's not about memorizing stuff like this. It's understanding, truthfully why it is so important to have these good whole foods from nature. So what else do we find in salmon? Well, we find high amounts of healthy fats, right? Those omega-3s. Interestingly, the magnesium, the vitamin D, the vitamin K, they should all be taken with what? With food, right? And with a source of fat would be really nice. Vitamin D and vitamin K are both fat-soluble vitamins, right? The B vitamins are water-soluble, but you can still have them with food. But, it's so something that you'd want to also have with food if you're going to have these things. So that's what we got for you guys. Hope you found it interesting. So you might be thinking, why wouldn't I have calcium alongside these if vitamin D promotes the absorption of calcium? Wouldn't that be a nice stellar combo? Well, actually, you probably don't want to do that. There was a meta-analysis that showed years back that concurrently taking vitamin D plus calcium, at least at the same time, it'd be different if it was, throughout the day, but taking them at the same time increases somebody's risk for adverse health effects, right? And it might have been stroke or but it was some cardiovascular event or cerebrovascular event. But it's something that is apparently not great, so maybe we don't want to take that. You find some calcium in the salmon too, so you don't have to worry about that. It's at a natural ratio. You guys have an awesome rest of your day. These joggers, thank you. I don't know what brand they are, because you know why? I ripped the tag off. I do that. It's more comfortable. Stupid tag. Who do we got on here? Say what's up. Derek. How you doing? Joel. Javas, strong and proud. Ma, what's up? I love you. You're the best. You're great. Biggest When Wellness fan in history. My mother. She's a beast. You should see what she does for her workouts and how she eats. Steve, MB Dillard, she's a model of excellence. Dave, what's up, brother? How you doing? Master Dave, Beast from the East. Taylor James, Edwin, what's up? Raven Lifts. And Jonathan Savadraharia. Thank you guys for the support. We appreciate it. Now you found something out about vitamin D you might not have known before. And take it home and use the good information. We want to have an impact on your life, at least, especially your health. We'll do anything we feel fit to make that happen, and that we can. As for now, I would say that's all we got for you folks. But we do have a birthday. It is Dow Fonz's birthday. Happy birthday, Dow. And Shannon Kennedy. Happy birthday, Shannon. So this one is for you guys. Nice acoustic room here. Get ready. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dow Shannon. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Happy birthday, girls, guys, whatever you want me to call you. I hope you have an awesome day today. And I hope you have a great year. Your day in the book of When Wellness. So, as for now. So we got for you folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have a great one. Thanks a lot. Happy When Wellness. Have a great Saturday.